We're officially live. Well, I hope we're live right now. It's telling me, according to this thing, that we should be live, ready, and set to begin for tonight's session, ladies and gents, of the PokePod World Podcast here. What number are we actually in? 132 now.
Counting?
Yeah, and counting still. Yeah, it's still going on, buddy. And tonight is going to be a fun-filled night as we got a bunch of peeps here ready to go, as well as our guest, as you can see right down there at the bottom right there with the nice little icon. Our buddy Lumiose trainer Zach is going to be joining in on the fun. Say hello, buddy.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, that's it. That's what I have for today.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your contribution, buddy. Hi.
He didn't have his coffee yet. So
Infamous trainer, is that you? Nothing.
I'm waiting for my script.
Shit, I didn't get that set up. Oh, man. But no, okay. Alongside our buddy Zach here, we also got our other pals, Tyrone, TSS, and Emmy for another fun-filled session of the podcast. We got a lot to discuss this week. Obviously, we
couldn't afford Lumiose trainer Zach, so we get Santaloon City trainer Zed.
Oh my goodness.
Zach's chief alter ego.
Then we had to wheel him in on a fucking a GMC new look bus
What's
from
up,
fucking
trainers?
1973 or some shit.
Santaloon City trainer Zach.
And the problem is the bus.
What's up, Santaloon trainers?
Santaloon trainer Zed.
The problem is the bus hasn't been maintained in like 40 years, so
Yeah.
Oh,
it's gonna break down every once in a while, so it's okay.
Like that got more Zach got more subscribers on YouTube, so his asking price is higher now.
Oh, geez.
He's like,
We're
excuse me.
gonna take him to Lombardi's and shit. What the fuck is this?
It's like, can you join the pod? Excuse me, who are you? Like, it just doesn't fuck with us anymore.
I have to start eating fucking caviar out of the glass and stuff.
Get a discount.
And then he's like, excuse me for a second. Excuse me, miss? Yeah, come here. Hi. Why the fuck isn't my caviar have a fucking tiny little basil on top?
I specifically requested it on the side, guys.
Make it over again.
A pizza, let's go.
He like throws it on the ground. Now make it again.
Good God.
No, we got a Groupon. Can we use that, please? Please.
To the wallet. Groupon. Apply directly to the wallet.
Zach, you're letting this power get to your head. I am the head, you puny peasant.
Go get me my caviar.
Caviar and cigarettes. World versed in etiquette. Extraordinarily nice.
Oh, man. Good God. Already, we're up to a positive start with this one. God damn. All right. So, yeah, folks, we have such a wonderful cast here with us tonight, and it's going to be an interesting, nice little turn of events because we're finally having our first collaboration after the last year's event that we went through during February. I think it was in February of last year. I want to say
it was ironically in February.
Yeah, so it's been a year, man. A full year since you've joined us in the podcast. And, of course, the most important thing to ask you is, how are you doing, buddy? How has everything been?
Oh, man, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. For those who don't know, I'm actually getting married in 2 months from now. So, a lot of busy stuff in real life, but, also a lot of things kicking up, like, I guess, content-wise. So it's just going to be, 2022 is a pretty crazy year, but I'm looking forward to everything that is going on. And how about you guys? How's everybody here?
Stupid question. Can I call her Mrs. Lumiose trainer Zach?
I mean, you could, but I don't know if she'd respond to that.
Lumiose trainer Zakisha or some shit?
She's like, excuse you, I went to... She's like, excuse you, I went to college, so that's Dr. Mrs. Lumiose.
Oh my God.
I mean, you could technically go like Mrs. Lumiose because the whole reason why like I'm Lumiose trainer Zach is because my last name is Paris, and Lumiose City is based off of Paris, so technically you could say Mrs. Lumiose.
Your last name is the devil Pokemon in Legend Arceus?
Oh hell!
Oh my God, no, that's Paris.
Well, at least Paris '86 is a good gig for Elton, so it's all right. Yeah. March 22nd, 1986. Let's go.
Wait, I've never actually sat and thought about the lore behind your name. I just thought it was like, okay, Lumiose City is in like X and Y, and he's a trainer, and his name is Zach. Like my brain defaulted to the dumbest possibilities.
I mean, you'd think that, right? But no, it's actually I wanted the name to be, a bit more tied to me. So I was like, what would be like a cool name to pick? And like that's why a lot of people assume I'm like an XY stan or a Gen 6 stan. And I was at the time, but it was just the name just fit perfectly with like my actual name. So that's why
Miss
it
you,
is what
Zach.
it is.
Come back. We miss you.
I have my moments. Don't worry, Tyrone. I have my moments. I'm just
We got
I dabble everywhere.
We got Satoshi Gikoga. Come back.
Yo, the day Satoshi Gekuga comes back to the anime, bro, I'm gonna become an XY stan. I'm posting XY clips all day, bro. You're hearing it right here and now, Tyrone. I'll be on your side that day. Even if it's crap, good crap or anything, bro, I'm gonna be XY all the way.
I'm just gonna sit in Journeys and give him out.
I'll make sure to taint the 3D camera before it comes back.
I'm just gonna sit in Journey's little studio room and give him a 20. Here's your end of the deal.
Yeah, but they ain't bringing back fucking VFR, so keep dreaming.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right, so we got a lot to discuss then.
We do.
Let's see. Of course, we just happened to like
we have
stumble.
Elton John coming to Madison Square Garden tomorrow and the next night, and then we'll be seeing him on the second night.
That definitely was not what I was expecting, but you are correct. Not what I was going to say, but you still theoretically are correct on that. However, what I was intending to say was that we do have a fun-filled week ahead of us because, as you know, Day is fast approaching, and they're doing this whole Pokemon Week-esque sort of thing. In fact, just a couple of minutes before the podcast even began airing, they just came out with a brand new patch update for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, version 1.2, if I'm correct, which finally fixes and addresses one of the biggest problems I had with that game. Union room only for 2 people. Now you can actually fit up to 8. They still didn't get the PW, whatever it was called, the PWT. That's still under the water. We don't even know where the hell that thing's at this moment. So that's still a mystery. Sword and Shield, I think, also got some announcement where you can actually go ahead and claim your Gigantamax, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. So if you have yet to receive one of those, now would be the perfect opportunity to go and try to aim for those raid battles. This would be the best chance to go and do so. And I think that's really it for the big Sword and Shield announcement that was supposed to be for tomorrow or today, depending on where we're at. I think it's theoretically already out, the Sword and Shield news, and that was it. But yeah, not much more to say other than that. But aside from it, obviously we got the Masters thing that's happening currently. We have the Pokemon Cafe, I think, is also going to be getting an update soon.
Yeah, the Cafe Remix is supposed to get an update soon.
And then, of course, the big Pokemon Day itself. Now, with the release of Pokemon Legends Arceus, this is one of the biggest mysteries that we have surrounding this particular Pokemon Day, because it's like, with this game being so relatively new, what exactly could they announce during Pokemon Day that could tie to maybe the games we currently have on hand, or maybe something that they still have yet to reveal that they could, reveal in that said event. We don't really know the specifics around that, but it is still a unique thing to sort of guess and speculate upon. Aside from that, though, of course, we also have the big gaming announcements that have happened within this week as well. Street Fighter 6 has just been officially revealed to be coming soon to next generation consoles, which is going to be another interesting thing we'll be talking about in a minute, amongst some other topics as well. So strap in, everybody. We got ourselves a fun session, and let us begin, of course, with Zach. I do have a couple of questions. Obviously, now that time has passed since the year you joined us in the pod to where we currently stand now, I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you, some updated ones since the time we've talked then and now, and want to see if any answers might have been updated, or maybe you have a new twist or spin in terms of certain responses this time around. So I hope you're ready for that, Zach.
All right, I'm game.
All right, let's get right into it. So, of course, first of all, let me just go off by saying congratulations with all the success you've been having recently with your channel. I think that's the most important thing to note about it. Your channel has been growing tremendously. You've been doing an amazing job so far, and still got a lot under your seatbelt right there. I mean, you just recently, had your own direct not too long ago, where you announced the whole formation of the Champion League podcast series. And I guess that's my first question is, what inspired you, or what helped you push into the idea of creating your own separate podcast series alongside with some of our personal friends that we know of, such as JPR, who will also be joining alongside you guys during those sessions as well. Like, how has it been like to work with these folks of yours, and like the process behind even setting that whole thing up? I'd love to hear that.
All right. Yeah. So the thing with that is, like, honestly, I love those guys. Those guys are really awesome. Shout outs to any of them who are in the chat. I'm not really looking right now, but shout outs to them. And yeah, like the idea basically came about as, like, as we know, like last year, like a lot went down, and I feel like just like in the community outside. And I felt like near the end of the year, I was like, I feel like it's about time, like, I don't know, something new came about that, like, kind of, I guess, inspired or just brought some positive vibes back to the community. And then, like, the idea was, like, you know what, let's do a podcast. Me and Raph were talking, it's like, we really want to do a podcast, just chill, talk about Pokemon. It doesn't even necessarily, because, our main focus is the anime, right? But it was like, it doesn't even just have to be about the anime. It could be about the Pokemon games or just whatever. Just a cool place for, people to check out their favorite content creators to chill and hang out. So that was pretty much the idea. And it was like, I wanted to get some of the more, I guess, well-known faces to start off with, if that makes sense, to kind of draw in the most amount of people if we can, to help spread out what we're trying to do. So it was like, obviously Raph was an easy pick because me and him are really close.
Of course.
And then JPR, we've worked with him a couple times before, and he's been a really cool dude. Infamous Trainer, I got to know really well last year, and he's like a really awesome dude. So it was like, it also gave us the opportunity to kind of talk to him a bit more. And then Hybrid Hero's been a friend of ours for many years, and he took a break from content creation for about a year because he went on a whole trip in India where he went on a whole meditation journey and everything. And now he's back doing content. It was like, you know what? Let's get him in. And that's pretty much where it is. We're still in the infant stage of it all. We literally just had our first official podcast on the group channel. I think it was like a week and a half ago or something like that.
Yeah, for Legends Arceus, if I'm correct.
Yeah, and I think that went so well. It was really fun. It was actually my first time streaming. I mean, I've been a part of streams before, but my first time being in charge of a stream. And bro, I'm gonna tell you, I was so stressed. I don't know how you do this every single week. Because just doing it like day one, I was like, oh my god, what is this? I pay attention to the chat.
Not knowing what the fuck you doing.
because you have to remember that there are lots of, like, there could be lots of technical hiccups. Freaking, the ISP decides to say fuck you.
Yeah, or my internet decides to say squadala, I'm off. Just leave.
Exactly.
If I'm out of the picture, bro, then everybody's out of the picture. Everyone gets erased.
OG people know the fucking e-call shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah, so I understand. I can understand wholeheartedly just the sentiment
God, or if
regarding
somebody
that.
ever goes and says some off the wall shit, who would do that? Me, I would do that. I'm that person.
Oh, man.
You're that guy.
Yeah,
I'm
that dude right there. But like,
That
yeah,
dude.
I absolutely understand that.
Even now we even have the technical difficulties. Like, for example, the chat right now in Cage's window there is freaking overshadowing the chat bar.
That
so
was
those
totally
things
intended, by the way. Just
I meant to do that.
yeah. All part of my master plan, don't you know?
Yeah, the whole thing though is that you have to remember that organizing any sort of I mean, it's one thing because I can understand because Zach was used to doing podcasts from a recording standpoint, and then you edit it, and then put it online. When you do it like live every week, some random shit can go on, and it takes a lot of like finagling to get the stuff right. And then once you have everything in place, then it becomes like a happy media kind of collaboration where it's like, okay, press the start live button, you have the scenes ready, you can just transition, and you already know the flow by then. But it takes time. It takes a lot of time, and in my opinion, it's more work than trying to edit down a podcast after recording it.
Yeah. And here's my advice, and TSS was the one that taught me it, and I'm just going to pass it on to you. Always make sure when you stream... Wait, actually, what platform do you use, or what software do you use to stream your podcast, by the way, Zach?
I've been using OBS.
All right.
There you go.
Word of advice, in case you don't do it, but if you do, incredible already. Make sure to always hit the recording button. Always make sure to hit that recording button. Even if you glitch out, the software in itself will not glitch out, and you can edit that off stream and then re-upload that as like the full version or whatnot. But like, if you don't record your stuff and something crashes, Yeah, something
It's
will
gone
go
forever.
wrong, and that would be a mess to go through.
That's not exactly true anymore. If you okay, I'm gonna explain it real fast.
Record it anyway, otherwise spread them cheeks. You're
no,
fucked.
but what I'm saying is this. Very early versions of OBS Studio. We're talking about like version like 0.9 or some shit, like something like 5-6 years ago. They used to default to the MP4 container. The problem with MP4 files is that if the file doesn't close, it doesn't write the header of the video, which means if a fucking OBS crashes, your video is non-decodable. It cannot work. That's why OBS changed to MKV, because MKV, it writes the header at the beginning of the recording, so that if the recording gets interrupted, if the program crashes, you still have a video up to that point and it still works. That's why Matryoshka video format, video container is awesome, and that's why I've seen anime scene people have been using it for like the last like freaking 12 or 13 years.
Indeed. So just make sure when you do hit the recording, check the settings, be confident in what's correct, and that way you'll be good to go. And in case of any hiccups, which we hope does never happen for anybody,
But it probably will.
But it probably will. You'll join in the pain soon.
It always will. There's no probably about it. It always
eventually.
It's an inevitability.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but thanks for the advice.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if it will happen. It's when it will happen.
Yeah, you know,
my
actually,
my advice was
Oh,
just
no, go
gonna be
ahead.
like, all right, accept that like how the PokePod has e-calls. One day you will have Z calls, so just accept it. It's okay. It will happen. It will happen. But it's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll have feedback as an instrument and other crap. You know, it's fun stuff.
I can't wait.
If I have anything to contribute, it's not gonna be on the technical side because that's what we hire TSS for. I'm just kidding. But
Still waiting for that paycheck. Yeah.
yeah. Well. Listen, you didn't read the fine print within the fine print within the fine print within the fine print.
Yeah, the problem is like it's like size 2 subscript font.
Yeah.
Nobody can fucking
You need
read.
like a microscope.
Pretty much.
And that's just it. Like what we're doing right now, what TSS and I are doing. You already stated that the way you recruited everybody was that they were, and I quote, because I've been writing this down, an awesome dude. That's been the requirement, at least from what I see. So yeah, you guys audition, be an awesome dude. That means no chicks, sexist. But I'm kidding.
Damn.
See, now I feel like I have to add a girl, like just to disprove that. I'm not trying to get canceled.
I noticed you didn't say awesome dudette. That's just all I noticed, all right? No,
I thought I was the only one who ever said do that. I didn't hear anybody out there say
I'm a
that.
dude. He's a dude. She's a dude.
Yeah,
We're all dudes.
Everyone's
yeah,
a dude.
but my recommendation is that, well, my contribution is that obviously that bond that you have with the people that you've recruited, never lose that. Never, no matter what disagreements you go through, no matter what like things you may not see eye to eye, don't carry that energy over. And if anything, find a way to carry it but still balance out that entertainment so that you're still getting along with the person and making sure that you guys keep that good positive energy that remains in the podcast so that it doesn't die on energy. It's like, obviously we TSS and I have had our damn scraps, but this guy I wouldn't replace him for anything because he's been there for me for all of this shit.
Almost a decade, bro.
Almost a damn decade. And KG already knows where he stands. Fucker. I'm just
Wow.
Like, I love this guy.
buddy.
fucker. He's
He's
basically my Yuta Raph situation. So like that, I think that tells itself. Yeah, make sure you don't lose what got you all started, because the moment that happens, I believe would be the moment I've seen a lot of podcast groups very similar to us and you guys. I've seen them be made, I've seen them fall apart, I've been on guests for some, and I've seen things, and when I witness it and I witness miscommunication, or I witness like this minutia of like just overall, maybe either it be drama or either it be this weird level of energy that's misplaced, and it never gets remedied, then that starts to like discombobulate the group. So basically, because you have a good set of people that you've said on the podcast, make sure you guys communicate to some degree. Now, obviously, KG, we don't plan any of this shit before the pod.
Never really.
Like we never do. But we always still have a level of idea of what we're doing, at least to a degree to where we understand what is happening. So I'm glad that is something that you can keep going with.
Yeah, that's some really good advice, actually.
I feel that what makes a podcast successful, or at least very entertaining to listen to, is chemistry.
Yeah.
Right. I think since we have, you know, our core three that I would call here, KG, myself, and Tyrone, we all have different mindsets, but we use it to our advantage. We know how to listen to each other, and we know how to key off of everything. That's why we make a joke every fucking 5 seconds.
Fuck you! It's entertainment.
It's entertainment, but it's also we know our personalities fit together like a glove.
Yeah.
Maybe a glove with a broken finger off of it. Maybe somebody tore something off. But
I like
at least it comes
with the gloves with the gray little fingertips, so you can type on your phone.
at least we're not O.J. Simpson. Unlike him, the glove does fit.
Shit.
But you see, but that's the whole thing. It's the chemistry, the willingness to listen to what's going on during the conversation, and you could key off of that energy. And then you could then you can spin off specific subjects into tangents, and the tangents end up being better than the actual topics being discussed, and that's what makes entertainment.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like, that was actually the whole reasoning, like, behind the people that I chose. Like I said, I guess to further elaborate, cool dudes, and it's not just male specific, all right? Anyone can join. But it was like, you know, after all the shit from last year, I was like, you know, if I want to do this, I got to do it right, and I want to do it with people that I really trust, people that I'm really cool with. And like you said, we have good chemistry. I don't want to just get somebody because, oh, they have a pretty good channel, let's just work together, and I don't know how to talk to this person at all. It's just going to be awkward. But even
Can
like
I utilize
the
your
podcast
clout,
we've done,
please?
oh my god, no. You see, that's what I didn't want. So it's like, it needed people that, you know, I'm just comfortable around. I talk to Raph almost every day. I'm cool with Infamous. I'm cool with John, and Hybrid I've known for years, like I've said. So that's why I feel like it works really well for now. And I'm really gonna take what your guys' advice, because I feel like it's honestly very true. And obviously you guys are the seasoned podcasters, so it means a lot, and I know your advice is probably gonna work, you know what I mean?
Which seasoning?
Oh my god.
Which seasoning?
Yes.
Got that steak seasoning, bro.
Cool.
We have to get the true.
Yes, that's your garlic powder. Your garlic powder.
Yo, hey, garlic powder is pretty good, bro. I use it literally all the time.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said he was garlic powder.
All right.
What? So you put me all the time on your pizza? What the fuck?
Yes.
It
So
adds that
what's
additional
Kevin?
spice of life.
KG's just KG is.
Yeah, I make $1 pizza taste good. Right?
I ain't a
It's
spice. I'm a
time.
freaking rainbow sprinkles.
Time.
Some weird ass spice.
It's just time.
Damn, bro. But no, like, in all honesty, though,
Adobo fucking shit going on.
I'm very happy to
What spice
see
are you?
that the most important thing that the drive between you and your buddies are working phenomenally so far, and I wish you the absolute best of luck with you and your crew in future sessions of.
Oh, I got one more thing of
Pokemon
advice,
Champion
by the
Leagues.
way, because obviously we've made a bunch of fucking jokes, and I like to hold myself as the comedic connoisseur of the group. But
The comedic relief.
yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
I
Actually,
wanted to make it sound more professional, Zach, you bastard. Anyway, just like that though, it's like that communication that you have. Make sure it's natural. Please make sure it's natural. Don't hold a joke in that you've had since fucking December and think this will be funny to bring up right now. Like, most of the jokes I come up with are literally just listening, and then I just say some stupid shit, and then it becomes comedic gold like that. But
like a relationship with horse girls. And
hey, you keep her out of this, damn it. Anyway, my point being.
Excuse me?
Nothing, Zach.
Zach right there.
Another pie. But just make sure that the relationship that you guys have when you are being humorous, because obviously it's good for humor's good. Humor's good for podcasts. It's what keeps people sticking around. Because literally the best pods I think we've had are the ones we've laughed our fucking asses off at the fact that Chuck E. Cheese said "poggers" on the goddamn thing. Oh my god. You just like make sure it's natural. Make sure your communication's natural. If you got jokes, obviously you can say them when the time feels right, but don't try to force them. And make sure to keep your relationship in terms of communication natural. Make sure that it's natural enough to where it doesn't feel like you're forcing a joke or you feel like you're cutting someone else's joke off or devaluing theirs or. Yeah, just make sure it's a natural, smooth you guys talking. Because what I see a lot from other podcasters is that they try too hard to like be funny, and then they'll try to make a joke on the spot while something's happening. Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, so like what you're saying is like, oh, like the one episode of Pokemon where that happened," and I'm like, bro, if it took you that long to make the reference, throw the reference away. There's no place for your reference right now.
Hold on, let me look up the episode. Wait, I got it right here. Hold on, just give me a second.
That shit.
Like SM57, where it still gives me freaking PTSD to this day.
If you need to tell your audience, hold on, let me grab my notes.
Let me go to pocketmonsters.net. Give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
thank you for the plug.
If you need to,
that's exactly why I did it.
If you need to say, hold on, let me grab my joke book, then that means your joke was never worth telling in the first place. Everything that comes out should literally be bounced off your partners. Active listening will allow you to take what they say and you can flip it into a joke if you need to. And I say need, and I make sure I said that very well, because some people feel they must say something after their partner and turn it into a joke. Half the shit I say, I just sit around and wait for y'all, and if there's a need, I'll say it. Sometimes I'll just let y'all go on, or TSS talk about tech for about 20 minutes, but other times, I listen and then I go off of that if there's a need for it. Because the forced jokes feel like you're trying so hard to be funny, but at the same time, bring some life to it. You don't have to be super serious all the time. But I know you guys. I've watched your podcast. I've watched the World Champions podcast. I think once or twice. I think you guys did 2 that I watched.
We did one on the main channel that we have now, but we've done like I guess pseudo pre-podcast on like Hybrid's channel.
Yeah. I've watched the pseudo one and the main one. You guys are pretty good at natural communication. I just want to make sure that like my advice is to make sure to be consistent with that so you don't lose sight of that and things get awkward. I mean, things will get awkward sometimes. Shit.
Well, yeah.
TSS just made a fucking horse fucking joke that I made a while
back. It's because of another point. Running gags are good to bring up sometimes.
Yeah, don't spam them, but bring them up.
But it's like it's good to remind people that
give a breather about what happened with Tyrone and the horse.
Because
now I want to know this horse story. I need to know this horse story.
Because it's like, you don't have every week where I go, I don't do that shit every week.
Literally, it's the short version. KG found an anime that involved females, but they're regular anime girls, but they're all based off different horses. And I looked up them, and there we go. That's all you need to know. All right,
man. Look, I wish you guys could see my face right now. I'm just trying to understand what you just said.
It's probably grinning from cheek to fucking cheek right now.
Yes.
Of course it is. But my point being is that it's not important right now. All right, you leave them out of this.
Yeah, because Uma Musume is God, right?
Shut up.
hey, don't diss my anime. I love that anime. No, but okay. So let's move on into the second question. Why don't we?
Yes.
So it has, like I stated before, it has been a year since you joined us, and one of the questions I recalled asking you was, what was the toughest video that you had produced at that time? Of course, now a year has passed by. New year, new content, and I have to ask you this question again to see if maybe your answer might have changed this time around, or possibly a new one has finally taken the throne as being one of the more difficult videos that you had ever produced thus far.
So most typical video I've produced so far is the question.
Correct.
Okay, I really have to think. I don't even remember what I said the last time because it's been so long.
It's
But
the one where he made. It's the one where he gave the Slowpoke episode a 3 out of 10.
that was difficult. No,
Yeah,
bro, that was
it was the
easy.
hardest decision he had to make in his life.
Oh, what? Because I have to say something bad about journeys. I could be critical. Okay. All right. Honestly, I'm thinking the most difficult video in recency was probably, I want to say, the win rate video, the Ash Ketchum Pokemon win rate video. Just because I had to look through, like, when I did the rewatch, like, I think almost 2 years ago now, I had to go through every single battle and make note of everything that happened. Like, every win, every loss, every tie, what Pokemon went in, make sure that someone actually got the win, someone actually got the loss, or if there was a switch in and then it got confused as like a loss. Because the original series did this shit all the time where it was like a Pokemon got switched in and it was like that counted as a loss or something like that. They had some weird rules, like how Squirtle falling asleep with sleep powder counted as a loss apparently, but like since it's an official match, I had to count it as that, and also had to come up with some rules. To come up with like, all right, what justifies a battle? Because a lot of people have their own definition of like what counts as a win, what counts as a loss, what counts as a battle, you know what I mean? So it was just a lot to go that was going into it, and then there was also like I had to double check as well because it's over 1,000+ episodes of Pokemon. How many freaking battles has Ash had with his Pokemon? You know what I mean? And especially when it came to like Pikachu. Oh my god! I literally, like, the way I did it, I have this Google spreadsheet. And I had to separate Pikachu per series because if I tried to do it all in one, when I first started, I had it all in one, and I was just like, bro, I'm losing track of what's going on. You know what I mean? So that was probably the most difficult. It was a pretty long video. It was a beefy one. I think it was like 36 minutes, and it's just straight editing from start to finish. So yeah, it took a lot of time and a lot of work because I didn't want to. I'm probably wrong in one or two things. You know, people make mistakes, but I wanted to be as accurate as possible because, you know, there's gonna be that one fucking dude. It's like, oh, well, Talonflame actually won in this battle of XY, you idiot. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was that was the
I have
main
a
thing.
name, Zach, fucker.
Yeah, that was my Tyrone voice actually.
It's 10 out of 10, by the way.
Now, of course, the reason I asked this is because I believe last year was probably some of the more challenging ones you've ever made, because I can think off the top of my head, like the every Pokemon episode reviewed in 10 words or less, which I think came literally after our session. Like a couple of weeks later after that, you made that, which was another heavy hitter for you that you also had to produce, because every episode from that point, you know, is a juggernaut of episodes, bro, and to be able to do something like that must have been a journey for you. So I'm glad to see that, you know, first of all, you've produced so many wonderful content that I've never seen anybody out there made at this current time. It's incredible. So really, job well done on that. And speaking about content that is kind of exclusive to you, that's another question I have to ask you, because a while ago, and I think this is one of your more experimental videos that you've been producing lately, your Loremar, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, region that you were working on, which was a Dominican Pokemon region, and something that you've created not too long ago. I have to ask you, like, as well, what inspired you to go and create something like this? Because to come up with the concept of, you know, a new region based on your personal experiences, or maybe something you've just always wanted to see, and now you have the utensils and tools here to make that a reality. Like, how was that like to create your own region?
All right, man. First off, let me just say these are some pretty good questions, man. I gotta give it to you. Thank you. These are some really good ones.
Oh, no problem. Hey, listen, I binged through so much just to make sure I got something.
I don't know why I always imagine KG bringing up a Microsoft Paint, and like the questions have a giant misplaced one and in a different font.
Oh my god. So yeah.
He scripts his questions in Vim. So it's all
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. So when it comes to the Loremar region, that was it's an idea I've had for like years. I don't even know how long, bro. I want to say since I was in high school, I've had this idea of like a Dominican based Pokemon region, because I feel like we've all in one point or another, you know, have had an idea like, oh, what if I made my own Pokemon region, right? Whether it's like something based off of like your own home country, your own experiences, like you said, Kevin, or just like any other place out there, or even just like a place you make from scratch. You just make everything like it's not inspired by anything. It's just, you know, your own imagination, right? I feel like we've all wanted our own Pokemon region. I remember in high school, I was like, I think I never realized, you know, growing up that the Pokemon regions were based off of like real life places. Like at least the first four were based off of Japan. It wasn't until Black and White Gen 5 where I realized, wait, this is New York. And then that's when I got the idea, yo, it'd be cool to have a Dominican Pokemon region because my family's from the Dominican Republic. So I've had this idea for years on end. At first I wanted to kind of make my own fan game, and I tried it, you know, using a GBA emulator, trying to edit games, which just never worked out because I'm not that good at that stuff. And then, you know, when I started doing content, I saw Mr. Buddy was the one who was first doing really those what if Pokemon region stuff, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then I had the idea, I was like, maybe I should try something like that. So in the background, even though I've been working on my content, I've always had like little by little building up to this region project. And then Hoops and Hip Hop did his Pokemon Cardinal series, and that did really well. And I feel like that kind of opened the floodgates to like people making their actual fan regions videos, like a series, because then like True Green 7 did his, and then Logston did his as well, and I was like, oh man, look at that. So that's great, and that kind of gave me the inspiration. All right, let me like move forward with this, and like not just have it as an idea anymore and actually make it a reality and make it a video series. So that's kind of what inspired me to do it. It's funny because I think I was meant to have this out like late 2019, but it's just then like the anti-poke stuff was doing so well in my channel, and then I just mainly focused on that, and I had these bigger ideas I had to execute. And like as you said, like I've had these big videos last year that just took up way more of my time, but like now I'm really ready just to get this out there. And because I pretty much, the region is almost done. Pretty much I've written almost the entire story. The region's pretty much laid out, and yeah, it took some time. This is a project I want to say maybe how many years? Maybe 5+ years. Like even before my channel's almost 7 years old. So let's say like 8+ years in the making. So I'm really excited to get this going. Whether it does well or not, hey, I'm just excited to, you know, share my ideas and, you know, appreciate the people who take the time to check it out, you know?
Yeah, of course. I think the most important thing anybody or just any content creator should always understand is that, yes, while it is always important to create videos that you know will gather attention, do not forget about the passion that you have for other content that you wish to put out there, because it is just as important as anything else. Because, you know, this is something that you're doing with love, with care, with attention. You don't want to just let that go away. You know, you want to put that out there for people to enjoy, whether it be for one viewer or 100 or even 1,000 million for all we care. The point of the matter is you want to make sure you go for that. You continue that momentum, you know?
Whenever I would make videos, like would go in and make like my discussion videos or just reviews or anything, I asked myself an important question, and I think it definitely helps in terms of viewership for if you want a lot of viewers or not, or you just want to make a video. You ask yourself the one question: if I wasn't making this, would I watch this?
Yes.
I think that's like the big question that always helps me realize what to make and when to make it. Because then it stops and allows me to realize, wait a minute, the only reason I'm a fan of this video is because I got into watching it. So obviously if I make a video, then I have to assume that somebody's getting into it the exact same way I got into something else. And if you can sit down and watch it and feel like it's worth your time, then that means that should reciprocate onto your audience. That should definitely have that same energy. If it was able to draw you in and you made it, it shows that, hell, if you give a damn, they're going to give a damn. But if you're making a video and you never stop and at least try to like, and this isn't narcissistic, but it's like, I want to go watch one of my old videos. And I did it earlier today with one of the old videos that I watched, the XY video I made with why people don't like XY as much as they do now, or as much as they did back then. It's got like 9,000 views, but I went back and was like, oh, well, it threw me off guard too. I was like, 9,000 views, what the hell? So I went back and watched. I was like, okay, it's entertaining. Like, that's not to sound narcissistic. I swear it doesn't. But it has to be content that you yourself would go, if I'm gonna watch this, or if I enjoy this, then naturally my audience will enjoy it. And I think bouncing off what KG said, I think that matters more than numbers or algorithms or all that nonsense. I mean, that stuff's important, but I think that the entertainment value of what got you here in the first place should still hold strong. I mean, hell, Zach, going into your stuff, I think I watched your League reviews first.
Yeah, you said that before. You watched the League reviews, and then it was like that point where like the original League reviews that got taken down by that company we shall not name, and then like I made the revamp versions. You're like, wait, didn't you make this before? Am I going crazy? You told me that before. That was funny. But yeah, like what you said is really true. Like I actually like that's a philosophy I really stick by. Like I make videos that I would watch, and like it's not narcissistic to be like I want to watch my own videos. If you're happy watching your own stuff, that means you made something good. At least it's good to you. You know what I mean? And it's funny. I feel like this.
Zach, have you seen the latest episode of Pokemon Trainer? I only watch Lumiose Trainer Zach videos.
Oh my god!
He puts like sunglasses on.
Yeah, I only watch this. This video that did really well last year.
I made a reaction video to me watching myself.
Oh yeah, I'm me watching myself. That's great. You make a reaction like every year, watching the previous year's reaction.
Yeah, it just zooms to like a infinity. But go ahead, Zach. Sorry.
Oh yeah, like the video that I did last year that did really well was like Ash catching Pokemon, strongest Pokemon tier list video. And the way that video idea came about was because I saw this one video earlier in the year, I believe it was. It was so funny and goofy, but it was like Ed and Eddie characters power scaling tier list or something, and it was the most craziest, amazing video. And I was like, bro, this is so awesome. What if someone did that for Ash's Pokemon? Did somebody do that? And it was like, oh wait, nobody's done that yet? All right, then I'm gonna do it. And then there you go. That's how the video came to be.
You got inspiration to make that video from Ed and Eddie video.
Yes, in the weirdest way, but yeah, that's how it came to be. That's the origin of that video.
Lee Kanker make it on like the top.
Yeah, she was like God tier or something like that.
She was God tier.
Oh my god, yeah, you can get inspiration from anywhere, man. It's crazy. As long as you're passionate about it, just go for it.
Oh yeah, see, passion has no limits to where you can find it. That's the beauty of it. It's just a matter of if you find it, will you commit to it? And so far, Zach, you've been doing an incredible job with that. And man, I can't wait to see what other projects you have in store. I'm not going to ask you about like future projects only because, I mean, you literally made a direct that ties into the future content you wish to produce. And to those who want to go watch it, make sure to go check out on his channel over at Lumiose Trainer Zach. You can see his direct there alongside all of the other videos. And of course, the most important one, at least to me personally, with your core channel is the Journeys reviews. Your Journeys reviews, you've been doing them nonstop. We're at number 98 right now, and you've been producing review after review for this series. And I have to ask you, man, like, in the format that you've been doing it, because it is something I will admit I don't really think I see a lot of people do. It's like these quick 2-minute videos, and it gets straight to the point, gets into review and all that. I have to ask, like, just how has that continued being for you so far? Like, making these short Journey reviews and the way you've been producing them lately.
Bro, I'll tell you, it's been so great. Just because of how short it is, it doesn't take as much time to edit because, like, for those who know my content, I don't really, like, all my videos are heavily edited. So I don't really use face camera, stuff like that, or even screenshots. Like, I always try to incorporate clips and just keep it engaging, always have something moving. So when it comes to, like, edited content like that, let's say a 10-minute video, that is about, like, 10 to 12 hours of just straight editing. You know what I mean? So, like, doing the Journeys reviews, it really gives me the freedom to have content that I can constantly upload on a weekly basis because YouTube loves that. You know, the moment you stop uploading for 1 week, you just don't exist on the platform anymore. That there goes your views. You know what I mean? So like the Journeys reviews allows me to upload something every week, give my opinion on the episode, but also do it in a way that's just like, it's just quick. It's just like not trying to like throw shots at anybody who does this, but like I'm not really a fan of like reviews that just regurgitate the episode. Like they literally just give you a play-by-play of what happens. So in this episode, Ash and Go went to the circus, and then Chloe was invited, and then she wanted to check out an Eevee, and then the evolutions evolved, and then but they go through it like literally scene by scene, and then at the end it's like this episode's rating is a 3 out of 10 or something like that. It's like, why would you just why'd you spend 20 minutes just telling me the episode where I could just watch it myself? That's been my mentality. So it's always been like, try to just get the information as quick as possible, not focus too much on every little detail. Just give the things that I thought were the most important. You know what I mean? And I feel like this format really stemmed from the league reviews, because when I first did them, reviewing league arcs that were like 6, 7, 8 episodes an arc and crunching it onto one video, that's pretty huge. That's a pretty thick video, you know what I mean? So I always kept the review for each episode about 2 minutes long. So then, like, doing 2 minutes for like 8 episodes, the video would be like maybe 15, 16 minutes long. So that makes watching the full league reviews pretty digestible, you know what I mean? So then when it came time to the Journeys reviews, people were like, oh, you should review the new series. And I was like, maybe I'll give it a try, and I'll do it the format of the league reviews, because that's what did well. I feel like those videos are what kind of put me on the map, so to speak, right? At least when it came to anti-poke content. So I was like, I'll give that a try, and it's done really well. People really enjoy it, and it's quick and simple, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So all right, so I'm glad to hear that it's still going pretty well. That's the most important thing.
And with Zach, I like the fact that they are about 2 to 3 minutes, is because the way YouTube has gone nowadays, especially in this day and age, the era we've gone into in YouTube, everything goes so fast now. Like back then, people could afford to sit down and watch 40-minute podcast videos on YouTube or blogs or stuff like that. But now the world's gone so fast and everything's on your phone and everything. A 2-minute video is, in this day and age, is perfect. I mean, you already see it in TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok's already short.
Yeah.
The world moves so fast, so now you're playing these 2-3 minute videos for a review. That's perfect. I got 2 or 3 minutes to spare to sit and watch this.
Well, and also
he gave it an 8. Fuck you.
I will also say this: if you rewind the clock back to even 10 years ago, the biggest money makers on YouTube it all depended on how many minutes were being watched, not necessarily how many hits. It was how long.
Yeah.
How long people watch the videos.
Yeah.
But nowadays, now even YouTube, they have YouTube Shorts, which has to be less than a minute. So you'll have, that's directly competing up against, as Tyrone said, TikTok, and even Twitter is having those, less than 1 minute videos, and even like Vimeo and other platforms as well. They want to have short, quick bursts where you can just swipe up and just watch multiple videos that in a 10-minute span. And also, people's attention spans are about as freaking wide as a goldfish these days. So I mean, it's like they need to go. It's like oh, that was funny, haha, next. Oh, they play a ballad version of "We Will Rock You," haha, next. It's it's just a mentality of people these days, and especially with the current generation.
Yep, wholeheartedly agree on that. But like I stated before, I think that's why these videos of yours, Zach, with the 2-minute ones have been doing incredible. It's just because it's quick, easy, straight to the point. You don't
exactly.
You come in, you elaborate your things, you go out at the end. There you go. And sometimes just having it quick and easy is often the best thing to do. It also gives you enough time to work on other projects that you also have behind the scenes as well. So it's a win-win.
Exactly.
All right, so here's I got some 2 last things to talk with you in regards to questions. Of course, before we go any further, let me go and give a massive shout out and thanks again to my buddy Sergi Romero over on Twitter for creating this incredible art piece to commemorate this occasion as well. With the new art piece of Zach with his Zac Toshige Koga, I hope I said that right. And of course, there's Ruby with his little Hisui and Zorua as well. Thank you once again to Sergi for that. I hope everybody also enjoys this art piece. If you do, make sure to go and like and retweet that, as well as follow our buddy Sergi for the amazing art pieces that you will be seeing from him, plus the ones he has already done for us so far. Incredible.
Speaking of Sergi, I just wanted to point something out. So I took a look at Zach's Twitter. Zach, you're mirroring the exact same thing I'm doing on my profile. I just realized.
God.
We're both holding our hat and we're just facing opposite directions. That's the only.
I mean, hey, man.
Wait, really?
Yeah, look at it. Look at Zach's Twitter and look at mine. Look what we're
No, I'm looking at the Discord right now.
Yeah, same.
It's the exact same thing.
It's back to back.
we're mirroring each other. So I'm the positive Journey fan, and then Tyrone is the anti-Journey fan.
For every positive Journey fan, there exists the evil.
Tyrone.
Yo, we're not
Well,
different, Spider-Man.
Now the problem is if you have two forces together, then it becomes like a repel effect. So it's like
Journeys will
man.
turn on you, Zach.
it's like the pieces of shit that try to steal like manhole covers with fucking like giant magnets and shit. You know?
You'll be impressed by mediocrity, Zach.
Well, I'm gonna go down with that ship too, motherfucker. So.
Hey.
Hey, listen, at least you're not alone, buddy. But yeah, so once
The
again,
whole
thank you to
journey
Sergi
can like
for that.
sun and moon up and then drop them both. Choose, Spider-Man. Drop them off.
One doesn't cause me to fucking go into fucking anxiety disorder.
All right,
It's
so
funny.
here's-
I'd choose Sun and Moon, to be honest, but that's
Oh,
a whole
thank
other
you.
That's
story.
what I said. That's right.
I'm glad I have a homie there.
Let's go next.
All right. Let's now. Here's my last thing I have to ask you. This might be a really dumb one, maybe. I'm not sure. You decide on that. However, I still want to ask anyway. Here's my question to you, and also, just out of curiosity, have you been playing Wordle? The newest, hottest thing that's been happening
got this
recently
game.
on social media.
Where the New
Actually
York Times
haven't.
decided to hold everybody hostage for a spelling bee that they weren't fucking prepared for.
Yeah, and we're gonna do that right now.
Oh my god. I've been seeing this all over the place, but I actually haven't. It's funny. I think I literally saw you make a tweet about it like not too long ago as well today. I was like, man, what is this? I gotta check it out. I've been hearing Wordle, but I just
Same.
never made the time for it.
All right, so allow me to elaborate exactly what in the hell is this particular game. Wordle is a guessing game. You will start off with 6 free choices, okay? So you get to write a 5-letter word, and your objective is to find the correct word by the end of 6 chances, basically. And you only have 6 chances to get the opportunity to guess the word. So it's up to you to figure out if you can actually make it to the end or get the word at first try. Not really sure. It's all up to you. So I wanted to ask you, Zach, if you are perfectly A-okay with playing a little game of Wordle with me here for tonight as well. With the
Let's
gang.
do it.
All right,
Why
let's
do I
get.
why do I want like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like
Yeah, we need to play the ominous music in the background. So let's go take care of it. You know what? Actually, let me share this screen with you. I think it'll also be better as well to also show it off. So let me go and share that here. You can check it out on the Discord stream for yourself. Let me turn this on too because I need this here. All right, so as it says right here, if you go here, guess the Wordle in 6 tries. Each guess must be a valid 5-letter word. Hit the enter button to submit. After each guess, the color in the tiles will change to show how close your guess was to the word. Examples being of weary, the letter W is in the word and in the correct spot. In pills, the letter I is in the word, but not in the wrong spot, and then the letter U for vague is not in the word in any spot at all whatsoever. So a new word will always be there every single day for you. Now it's up to you once again to guess if you can get the correct word for today. Now, I already played it, so I can't play it with you guys. But that's why I'm here to see how close you guys can be. And I hope you guys will be able to guess the correct word by the end of this 6th round. Now, Mondays
Wait, so is it
are
a different
usually-
word every day?
It's
Yes.
always a different word every day.
That's
a
what I
different
said.
5-letter word
That's
to
why I
be
made
exact.
the joke. The New York Times is holding the entire world hostage in a spelling bee that we're not fucking prepared for.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because they bought it. I heard that story.
Yeah, they
oh
bought
my
this
god.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the New York Times, what word did you just make? This one? I've never seen that word. Me neither. I made it up. Watch them solve this shit.
Lo and behold, it turned out to be in the dictionary. Who would have thought? All right, so let's begin then. Zach, I will pass this on to you. What is a 5-letter word that you would like to kick things off with for tonight's guessing game?
So it could be any word.
Any 5-letter word that exists.
This might sound dumb, but I'm gonna go with 5.
5 is not a 5. 5 is a 4-letter
Or
word.
a letter word.
Lied to me my entire life.
Okay.
No.
My whole life's a lie.
Bro, I'm literally counting on my hand and I say 5. Where's the? Oh, yeah, you're right. No, wait, add an extra E. That's the way I've been seeing it. 5E.
It's not in the word list, buddy.
Name an animal with 3 letters in its name. Alligator.
Phoebe, I
You
choose
got
you.
alligator.
Yeah.
Phoebe.
All right, let's go with Fuzzy.
All right, Fuzzy.
There you go.
So we got this right here. Let's see. Did you get any letter, or maybe you got the correct word? Let's find out. You got none of the letters or even the word in itself. As you can see, since none of these are highlighted, that means that none of these letters here are in this puzzle whatsoever. However, this gives you an opportunity to guess new words that are down here in the keyboard, where you can like create words and not have to use these letters at all no more, since you now know they don't exist in today's word.
Okay.
So it makes things easier. That means if you want to create a new word, make sure you don't use U, Y, F, or Z.
I had my
Gotcha.
6 guesses, and yeah, I already know the answer, so I'm disqualifying myself.
I would always
And-
recommend as well, whenever you do these kind of guessing games, always try to choose the more unique words that contain a lot of what's the term? The A-E-I-O-U, basically.
Vowels.
The vowels, correct.
All right. Well,
Sometimes why you neglectful motherfucker.
hey, well, why didn't make it this time? So
Why not?
because it's not a valid vowel in Wheel of Fortune, so fuck that.
all right. Another 5-letter word. Let's go with
Actually, hold
this one.
Let's
go with Jawed.
All right.
Jawed.
Jawend. Is that a word? Survey says it is, and you got the E letter correct.
Okay, you got an E.
That means that E always has to be in the 4th spot right here, because that's the letter. So that means any word, make sure E is somewhere in this spot here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can feel the serotonin coming in. Bro,
Dude, chill out. It's just a game.
I'm gonna be addicted to this game. I can already tell, bro. I only got 1 letter right. And I'm ready.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
already
4
feeling
more
it, bro.
chances left, buddy. You got this.
You know, it's funny. Wordle is kind of a ripoff of Lingo, except you don't have freaking the balls to go and scoop in and fucking complete a puzzle.
All right, so buddy, I'll give you some time to think about this. What have you came with an answer yet? I mean, what answer have you came with now?
It's hard because I didn't make sure the word has E in that spot. So that's like what would So I know D is not in it, so I can't go with like a wait, let's see.
Remember, the ones that are highlighted gray at the bottom of the keyboard will tell you which ones are ones that you show.
Oh my god. All right. wait, is this a 5-letter word? Hold on, let me check. I don't want another 5e situation.
He's cheating.
Oh, no, wait, but it doesn't. Oh, okay. I was going to say Karen, but A doesn't work. So,
I
rest
mean,
in
you
peace,
still
Karen.
are allowed to use the A. You'll obviously know it's just not there, but maybe the other letters will be highlighted or something. You
All right,
never
let's
know.
go with Karen.
All right, Karen, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not in the word list. Never mind.
What?
Yeah, because
it's probably not
name.
like
It's a name,
it's a
not a-
name, not a word.
The proper name,
Which
it's
kind
not
of
a word.
sounds weird, but yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well. All right.
Lingo with Chuck Woolery.
Tyrone and Emmy as well. If you guys would also like to assist Zach at this point too, this would be a good chance because you two
Playing
haven't
it on a
played.
separate thing.
Wonder was a 6-letter word, Goggle.
Let's do comes.
What?
Comes. Is that a word? That's a word.
Tomes.
Yes.
Oh, let's take a look. Ready?
Comes. No, you said comes.
Comes?
I said comes.
Oh, I thought you said tomes. All right.
That looks better.
Okay, is it this comes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all nasty right in the chat.
Who taught y'all
Oh,
Nasty.
O
All right,
is
so there's
somewhere
an
here.
O.
But the thing is, O is in here, but you now need to know that it's going to either be in slot 1, slot 3, or slot 5, because slot 4 is already taken by E.
Okay, wait. Oh no, man.
That means
all right,
any word
I
that you
get it.
think, like for Kuro, who wrote power, theoretically, yes, you could use that. But the O will still be in that spot, and you know that's incorrect. However, that's still a good thing because he's using other letters that you haven't accessed yet, like the P and whatnot. So if you want to go with that, that's also a good choice
So,
too.
I haven't used P. I haven't used R. So I think let's go with power.
All right, then let's see. Well, this is gonna be on you, chat. Power, it is. While we know
Yes,
W
we're
won't
shirking
be.
off the responsibilities to you.
Thanks, Kuro.
It's all Kuro's fault if nothing happens. Ready? And survey says, hey!
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere.
It ends in ER.
So now I know
in
the O is in either the first one or the third one. All right.
Correct.
All right. Man, what word could start with O? What letters haven't I used? Wait a minute. No, wait, that doesn't work. That's 4 letters.
Someone said tower. That's a good idea. Unfortunately, the
Oh,
O
but the
is in the
W,
second
yeah.
spot, so that's
The
not good.
W's out.
Oh wow!
W's
Look at the chat though. They're going nuts with one word.
I'm not looking at the
yeah,
chat.
they're
That's
not
cheating.
giving you the correct answer, but they're giving you one word that you could use. Everybody's saying it. Holy shit!
All right.
The whole chat saying Olaf. Who the hell said Olaf?
I have a feeling
But
the
I'll
word
stick
starts
at your
with an O.
freezer.
Maybe it. Actually, you know what? You know what'll be easier if I write the O right now, and that way you'll be able to like just envision that O there.
Fill it in.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and fill it in
Yeah.
from that point.
All right. Oh.
Well, you know it ends in ER, so that's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Hold up. Let me just double check it. It's a 5-letter word.
All right.
All right, wait. Did I use that letter? I don't think I have.
Take
Let's
a
go
look.
with otter.
Okay. O.
OTTER.
All right. We're ready then. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Is this the correct one, chat? Oh! Oh my
No way!
You close, boy.
You're close.
It's other. It has to be other then.
Let's see. OTHER. Is this the correct choice, Zach? This is the last one.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see.
All right. Drum roll, please.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, like,
Look
the
at
last
that.
one too clutch.
Look at that.
What a
Congratulations,
high.
Zach. You won your first Wordle game.
Next unprepared spelling bee happens in one day. Be
No,
prepared.
56 minutes.
But point of the matter is, congratulations, man. You were able to guess the word of the day. And if you want to also chat, play this yourself, you can also go check out on the Wordle at the New York Times site, or just write Wordle in Google and it'll probably give it to you first try. It really is an addicting and fun game when you get a whole community boiled down with you, and that's why I wanted to share this moment here with Zach. And I'm glad that we got to experience a W here. So Zach, congratulations, you are our first guest winner on this session of Wordle. Next time we got another guest, we'll see if they will be able to get the word.
By the way, Lingo started in 2002, so it only took this company fucking like 20 years to fucking get the same concept. 19 years.
There we go. Let's go back now. All right.
Yeah,
was amazing.
It's Lingo. Yeah, it's Lingo without the lottery.
Well, I'm glad you had fun with that. That's the most important thing I cared about is if you had fun with it. And if you did, congratulations, buddy. And maybe it'll entice you to try out Wordle yourself. Once again, it's a very quick game. You know, you could pretty much, maybe you're in the middle of a car ride or a bus ride, you could go and play that while you're waiting or, doing something else. As like rendering a video, play a game of Wordle.
Hell yeah.
It really is a very fun game, and that's just
It's a
something
great
I
brain
wanted to
exercise,
experiment
too,
with you tonight. So
realistically.
thank you for joining me on this session of Wordle, and thank you to chat as well for contributing your input here as
Play on
well.
Twitter, put both of our avatars next to each other so we're not so different, Spider-Man.
Wait, somebody did that?
Polly did it.
Also,
of course you
Yeah,
did.
Paul.
also before we move on to the next segment, I just want to also ask Zach. I know he did it in his video, but what kind of things do you want to accomplish? Because I know you're going to be doing Twitch very soon. What kind of like ideas or kind of goals you want to set for yourself in terms of like making Twitch content?
I mean, when it comes to Twitch, that's completely new territory for me. So I really don't have too many goals. I just want to stream some games and have some fun and see where it goes. Like I'm honestly gonna be treating Twitch the way I treated YouTube when I first started, and it's just a hobby, just for fun.
Yeah.
Just post whatever and see how it goes. To be honest, I have so many games I just haven't been able to play because I've been busy balancing my YouTube channel with my part-time job and my relationship. But now that I'm gonna be like focusing more on content and I'm getting married, my life is changing. I feel like I have more time to be able to focus and play some games and just stream it, because now I have my own space where I can just do more stuff. Before I moved out, I lived in a place with like 5 other people. I lived in a family of 6. So I literally had no space to do face cam stuff or anything, but now I finally have that kind of freedom. So I'm just going to have some fun and see what happens,
Nice.
Great. That's nice. That's nice. And good luck
Fun,
on
he
that.
says. Mistake number 1 on Twitch.
Well, I mean, Dr. Maruki taking fucking 12 hours of your life. Nice.
Fun, he says.
All
No, but
right.
it is fun. Like, coming from someone who's been doing Twitch for about 2 years now, I've really enjoyed it. It's increased my library like threefold because of it. Just because so many different games. I'm a variety streamer, so like the whole fun has been just like exploring different games and getting out of my comfort zone for some of the stuff I've never played, and then going into my comfort zone by playing the games that I choose. It's a vast world out there, and I mean, why not have some fun and like gain some relationships while doing it?
Oh yeah, and of course, the people in chat on Twitter, on Twitch, they really drive you, and sometimes it can help you. We always say this, but Donnie is kind of our right hand guy for a lot of things, clipping things.
Yeah.
Donnie and Sergi are art people.
Yeah. Not only for the art stuff, but also the clip stuff too. It's like when freaking like games lock up, or me playing Yakuza and accidentally running into Haruka or something like that, and freaking losing my mind, or taking 25 minutes to jump to figure out a jump in Spyro, and it's like, it was the best shit ever. But I would say that when you start on Twitch, it's best to just get to have a nice like little fan base, and the people in the chat that are regulars, and those are the people that are going to drive you to do your best in whatever content you produce, and never forget them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, then. So let's go and move on into our next topic for tonight. Now, you would expect us to go into anime, but not yet, because we still have a little bit more to discuss. As I stated before at the beginning, we have ourselves the Pokemon Day event that's going to be happening really soon. However, on Sunday the 27th. However, before we get there, it has already been announced that the Pokemon Company has been planning to announce several things throughout each day leading up to Pokemon Day. And that, of course, kicked things off with Pokemon Masters EX, following up with the Pokemon Sword and Shield game, and also Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, thanks to the new update that had just dropped, version 1.2. And with Sword and Shield being of the Gigantamax, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, being available as raid bosses that you can go and test out for yourselves. Of course, on the 23rd, we are going to get information on Pokemon Cafe Remix. The 24th, Pokemon Unite. February 25th, the official music video for Reconnect by Yaffle. I think that's how you pronounce the name. On the 26th, Pokemon Go. And then, of course, leading up to the 27th, Pokemon Day in itself. So, Zach, with Pokemon Day fast approaching us now, I have to ask you what it is that you want to see from this Pokemon Day event.
All right, for Pokemon Day, I'm gonna be honest. This might sound a little selfish considering we just got Legends Arceus, but I'm really just looking forward to Generation 9 news. I doubt it's gonna happen. It's just like a really high hope, but I just feel like with how crazy they went with that game, and it also really just feels like they've been testing the waters for what they can do. Now I'm just looking forward to what they have planned, you know what I mean? And I feel like Pokemon Day is always where they save those really big announcements. So I'm only holding on to like two things. Maybe it's either Gen 9 announcement for like late, like end of this year or early next year, or at the most maybe like Legends Arceus DLC or something, because I feel like there's still a bit more that could be added to the game. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But like my mindset is also, if they announce DLC, that means we probably won't be getting Gen 9 this year. So it's like, I really hope we don't get DLC, because that means Gen 9. But I don't know. Nobody knows really at the end of the day, but those are just my hopes, you know?
All right, understandable. And I'll pass this on to those as well in the call, too. I'll begin things off with Emmy. Emmy, I want to hear from you. With Pokemon Day fast approaching, what it is that you personally want to see from this event.
I agree with Zach as well. Like, I think Gen 9, because, like he said, like, they tested out the waters, like, with Legends and just, like, mechanics for that. So I really hope that Gen 9 is like kind of following the same path. I have a feeling it's not going to, but like my hope is that it does. But also, can we get a new anime? That would be great. Can Journeys be done? That'd be wonderful.
Pokemon Day, we cancel it.
We cancel Journeys.
Man, they do the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 treatment.
Yeah, 7's too, boy. Oh man.
I know, but also they've been doing. I don't know if this has anything to do with it too, but they've been doing like a lot of like baking videos with like just Pokemon in general. So like I hope we get more of those like for like this upcoming week as well.
We did get a new one actually not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. So I'm like, oh, so much more. I'm being blessed. I appreciate it. But other than that, I have a feeling it's gonna be Gen 9 because I was doing the math today. And I was like, oh, if we're going by the same rule where it's like every 3 years, then maybe Gen 9? Question mark. But like, I wouldn't be upset if it wasn't, just because I love Legends and I'm still playing it as well and still having fun with it. So I hope we're actually getting DLC for that. That would be nice. That's what I'm hoping for.
What about spin-offs though? Is there any spin-off related titles that you might have a passion for that maybe you want to see come back, or maybe get a sequel story somewhere?
Not exactly sure actually, because I haven't really played the spin-offs. Like actually no, I've played Detective Pikachu. That's what I played.
They did mention a while ago, and I mean a while ago, that there was a Detective Pikachu Switch in development. We heard nothing about it since then.
But then the second movie got canceled, so I don't know.
Yeah, which makes me sad. I know, it would be nice if we got Detective Pikachu too, because I hated how they ended the first one. It was so slow for the entire game, and then the ending didn't even finish the story. It left it on a cliffhanger. So I'm like, bro, no, please finish it. So like, if they do release like the second one on Switch, then that's fine. I'm fine with that. But other than that, Pokemon Sleep. Someone mentioned in chat. Can we get that?
God.
Bro, Pokemon Sleep is gonna stay asleep forever.
I was gonna say, Pokemon Sleep has been on hold for literally 12 years. It ain't happening.
No, but hear me out though. Like, just imagine like the developers like just starting like their presentation and being like, "So we've been testing this game for a very long time. We've been asleep." And we have woken up and we have decided to release the game. Like, imagine.
It's one of those of us to enjoy playing Pokemon Legend Arceus. All of a sudden, somebody goes, "Wake up! Wake up!" And then we wake up and there's no Legend Arceus. It was Pokemon Sleep the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, some creepy pasta shit.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think that's the end for my thoughts. That's honestly, I probably will be happy with anything of what we get. So yeah, but please, can we get a new anime? That would be nice. Very, very nice.
All right, I'll pass this one on to Tyrone then. What do you think, Tyrone?
Pokemon has been tackling all the genres recently. Open world. We've got Unite with the whole like League of Legends situation, or top down, whatever you want to call it. They had the fighting game with Pokemon. I think it's time. I think it's finally time. First person shooter Pokemon. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get some toxic motherfuckers.
Wait, wasn't there like a project on Twitter that somebody made with that and they got canceled or shut down?
Pokemon.
They got Nintendo'd, bro.
Yeah. Pokemon shoot. Let's go. Let's get it. It's finally time, boys.
It'd be called Pokemon Bang.
Pokemon Bang, and then people are gonna be like, "You're so fuck." They're gonna have shitty mic qualities. I want the shittier the better. You're so fucking shit, bro. No, but seriously, what I want, I would say, I'm gonna be on the reverse end, Zach, only because I like Sword and Shield. Well, I like I like the competitive side of Sword and Shield. I'm a very much a VGC player, so I do want DLC. I want DLC that allows us to use the Hisuian Pokemon in competitive, because that would be fun.
I roam the contrarian.
The contrary. I know. I'm sorry.
Once again, the hat pose that you guys do really is being faithful in this conversation right now.
I just want to do some Sword and Shield online battles with the new Pokemon that we just got. I don't want to move to another gen and it's like, oh, the new gen. Like, I didn't even get to use this gen's Pokemon all the way. Like, I want Sword and Shield. Like, they already gave us the Crown Tundra and the Island of Armor. Give us like the Forgotten Ruins or something, where it allows you to like go into these ruins and find Pokemon that were only found in like Hisui or something, and like now you can get those Hisuian Pokemon and use them in competitive battles. That'd be dope. Plus, there'd be like a Sinnoh patch, so we can use more Sinnoh Pokemon that weren't in Sword and Shield originally.
Just get all the Sinnoh decks.
Yeah, and then Pokemon Bank can update. I mean, not Bank. Sorry, that's leaving, Home. Isn't it? Pokemon Home can update. That way, we can get more of those transferred over, so we can breed more competitive Sinnoh Pokemon for the online competition, which would connect to Pokemon Brilliant, Diamond, and Shining Pearl, if anyone still cares. Like, I want that. I want that. I want the DLC. I'm down.
That sounds like the worst timeline. Like, that's the dark timeline for me, to be honest.
Well, again, I said it. I'm a competitive player, so I really would want them to do that. Some VGC updates, because we've had pretty much the same roster for VGC for a while, and no major updates other than the series. And right now, the series rules have changed so that like, oh, you can use 2 legendaries. And you can have Gigantamax, but that's about it. That's the only thing they've done so far. Nothing new. I want to use the Hisuian Electrode. That looks dope.
What about Overquill? Your favorite mon so far?
He is my favorite.
Just because of the name alone.
Overquill.
I'm gonna say, Zach, I heard what you said about Overquill. I still love it. I'll give it. I love it. That thing's dope. But yeah, I'm just looking for. I just want to play Sword and Shield more too. I like Sword and Shield. Online wise, I think Sword and Shield is like one of the best Pokemon games online. Online, I want to stress that. Next to like X and Y's online, I want to stress that. It's sad. The games that have bad stories have really good online. like I'm sorry, the competitive scene on those onlines are really good. So I wouldn't mind that. On the like spin-off game side, because I know we got to satisfy that little era. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I know it's gonna like scream at me by the time we're done with this. Oh yeah, this. Spin-off game wise, I know we got some stuff for Masters, didn't we?
Yes.
And we definitely got some stuff for Pokemon Go, which I need to start playing again.
I know one that you might want, but you'll never get.
What?
Conquest 2.
Bruh, and we already got
and we got the Hisui of story, right?
Put Hisui in it, like, oh my god!
You know what? This is totally like the alternative to the Legend of Zelda's, the whatever it was with the Hyrule Warriors.
Like Hyrule Warriors.
Instead of that, it could be like the Pokemon Legends Arceus Warriors sort of thing, but with the conquest gimmick. So it's still the storyline, but like a side storyline that Pokemon you don't see in the main game.
Plus Nobunaga's ambitions.
I'm just saying, you have the characters right there. Imagine you could play as some of your favorite characters from the game in conquest format, bro. Who wouldn't love that?
That would be good. That would be good. Hey, like a Pokemon action. So I guess this is considered the Pokemon action RPG now, isn't it? Like Legend
Yeah.
Arceus is probably the
Yeah.
active RPG at this point.
Yeah.
Still doing turn-based, but it's doing turn-based in a way that feels more organic, which I'm sorry to say Pokemon's kind of late to the party on that. But we love Pokemon.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
All
But
right,
yeah, that's what
then.
I'm looking forward to.
Let me pass this on to TSS then. Pokemon Day is fast approaching, buddy. What do you want to see from that event?
First of all, TPCI really doesn't announce anything having to do with OLM's projects in terms of that, because that's TV Tokyo that makes the decision, not TPCI realistically in ShowPro. So with that out of the way, what I think what's going to happen is we're going to see a teaser trailer for Gen 9, but it's going to say late 2023. We're probably going to get some sort of update news for Legends Arceus. And let's just put this into 0.7 the 0.7% club again. I will say we're either going to see an announcement for either Pokemon Puzzle League on the N64 service on the Switch, or we're going to see a remake of Pokemon Puzzle League for the Switch.
They did announce the stadium games were coming, correct?
Yes. So maybe we'll see.
What?
I think that. Wait, hold on. Let me
Stadium
double check
1.
though.
Stadium 1.
Oh.
Stadium
Whoa,
1.
hold on. We still got the 3DS thing for that, right? Is it possible? Nah.
I'm gonna double check right now if Pokemon Stadium is coming to the Switch. Hold on. Let me just double check.
Oh, I guess if you transfer your Pokemon from the 3DS to Pokemon Home, you can use the Pokemon from Pokemon Home to Pokemon Stadium if they transfer it correctly.
Chat, would you know by any chance if Pokemon Stadium is confirmed to be coming to the Switch?
Yeah.
But bro, if you said about the Pokemon Home online app and connect that to the Pokemon Stadium games, that would be incredible. Oh my,
That would be awesome.
that would be awesome. That you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I would love for them to use the Pokemon Stadium game because it does have the cartridge slot thing available where you can play the games on the thing. I would love it if it's already pre-installed with one of the Pokemon games. So like you could put Pokemon Yellow in there for some reason.
Yeah.
And that'll be your way to only play Pokemon Yellow through that Nintendo Switch Online app. But hey, anything's possible. No, I'm asking if it was available on Switch Online or if it's coming on Switch Online. Not that it is already on Switch Online. I'm just saying. I don't think it is, but it would be.
I don't think it is.
But that could be where they announce it.
That could be where they announce it, but I would
Oh,
love
it was
to see
Pokemon Snap. That's what it was.
It was Snap. No, it was
Oh,
Snap.
Okay.
Ow.
It was
Ow.
Snap. Now the thing is though, if they make that kind of announcement, or like I said, if they make Pokemon Puzzle League DX or something like that, maybe based off of like a newer panel to pawn engine or something like that, that would be great. Imagine just like
They're gonna put Battle Revolution in.
imagine 8 player
Yeah.
panel to pawn Puzzle League online. That would be a great thing to have.
They're gonna put Battle Revolution in, but you can transfer your Pokemon from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in it.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Good luck getting a Wii emulation working on it then. But we have to go through the GameCube, the GBA first before we get to that. So I don't know if that's happening right now, but it would be a possibility.
It depends because it depends on if they want to actually go through the and actually port the game from the source code. But we'll see. But we'll see what happens. But my thing is, I'll probably announce Gen 9 late 2023. Like I said, 0.7% chance of Puzzle League getting either on the Switch Online service or remake. And maybe an album that doesn't suck. A Pokemon album that doesn't suck.
I'm sorry with that one. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, buddy. we literally are getting a music video in a few days. That's one of the big things they're announcing for Pokemon Week anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got to make a Japanese album that's actually worth listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is what it is, but there's gonna be some sort of announcement. Pokemon Sleep, if that shit comes along, then that's gonna be like, that's gonna be like mind blowing because it's like, wait, they remember this fucking thing from like fucking 3 years ago. So we'll see what happens. They're not. I mean, if they announce, God, imagine if they announce the freaking like the Miyazaki OST on the fucking thing. That would first of all, that's gonna blow everybody's minds. But second of all, I don't think that's gonna happen because of licensing crap and whatever. But P25 is probably the most disappointing album of 2020. Man, if you want a good album in 2020, listen to Elton John's Lockdown Session. But,
there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what it is. But other announcements, we'll see what happens. Legends Arceus DLC, as I said, probably will be fine. That's probably a given. Maybe some more details on how Pokemon Home is going to be integrated with both BDSP and Legends Arceus at some point. But we'll see what happens. But I know that Pokemon Home is going to get some sort of exposure in this presentation. And thank you, Emmy, for joining us.
Indeed. All right, then. So let's now go ahead and move on into the next thing to talk about. This one's going to be quickie because I don't think many people really care, but I did bring it up at the beginning, so we got to make sure we commit. Street Fighter 6 is coming. Yeah, that's it. I'm not kidding. That's all we got. We literally just got a logo.
And also we have the Capcom Fighters collection, which includes like 5 versions of Darkstalkers and
with netcode online.
Well, the rollback netcode, which people have been, that's the god tier of netcode apparently these days.
I'm so mad that Street Fighter 6 logo literally looks like a Discord notification when you don't read it. Like when people at you 6 times.
Somebody put the Scooby-Doo logo up, but I lost my fucking
Oh man. I like seriously, I love people are ripping that logo to shreds, and that's really all the news we got. I mean, other than Ryu being
you want to know what the problem with this one is? It doesn't look like Street Fighter. It looks like the organization of government official conflicts on the streets. That's what the logo looks like. It doesn't look like Street Fighter. It just looks like that very long thing that I just said.
It's so disappointing because you see all the other logos have this like flashy,
they're flavorful
design.
And fun. They're just like,
this one looks a little too.
This thing looks like the fucking American Gladiators logo.
This looks like the establishment of fisticuffs on the American concrete. Like, this isn't Street Fighter.
It looks so generic.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like Street Fighter turned into a corporate business.
No, it looks like a knockoff business in China or some shit.
You need to go to the government official of conflicts and resolutions down on the street.
Now, the only reason why I brought this up too is because apparently Street Fighter 6 is going to be using the RE engine, which was already used in a bunch of other titles, but now it's going to be used for Street Fighter, and it's going to be interesting to see how that's all going to play out.
Resident Evil engine doesn't mean we're going to be like bite the shit out of each other. Like,
you're going to use Chris Redfield and punch people like boulders.
Hey, listen, it's possible.
Does that mean that means we're going to have a guest appearance from Mr. X, right? So we could play X Gonna Give It To You.
Yeah, X Gonna Give It to You. Yes, I love that. Hey, listen, Capcom can do it. They own the property and IPs of them, so theoretically it is possible. And yeah, Monster Hunter Rise also uses the RE engine as well. Speaking of Rise, we got to play that at some point in the future.
So I want to point out, like, look at the other logos where the logo is so with what's happening with the number is so with what's happening with the word. Like Street Fighter 2, but the 2's like in blue, just like the Street Fighter. Street Fighter 3's like looming in the background, but it's in the same like hot colors. Then there's Street Fighter 4, it's like in this cool little like that old Japanese heavy ink style, with the 4 being like the gold one in it. Street Fighter 5 is like Street Fighter. It's like this retro Mario Strikers art with the V right behind it. Street Fighter. Oh, by the way, 6. Like it's just like the 6 is just so separate from everything else. Oh yeah.
So you have Street Fighter. Well, although to be fair, the second logo is Street Fighter 2 Dash, which is Champion Edition.
Yeah, the point is that the number is still working.
Street Fighter 2 logo, them pieces of shit.
Yeah, I love this logo. This is it. I'm just saying, it's gonna be summer 2022. This is gonna be the new logo for all you homies out there.
It's an NFT. Like it's just an NFT. It's a hyperlink that
It's stolen in
That's
3.5 seconds.
See, Street Fighter 6 notification.
You know what it looks like? It looks like freaking like My Hero Academia's logo, except it's like black and white, and it's like they stole the fucking. Actually, it looks. Actually, since I think the My Hero Academia logo looks like the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo, it looks like that shit too. It's like the TMNT logo from like 1987, except they just
San Fran Discord. What the fuck?
Yeah, they put like the sub number like you're on a fucking iOS notification or some shit. Like
It's just so disappointing.
The important
bro.
thing is that the Street Fighter logo's hyperlink is protected by the blockchain.
Oh my god.
Then you too
Hold
can be
on.
the guy that can be looking for his hard drive.
Hold
for
on a
13 years.
second. Hold on. I'm going to show you an image right now on the chat, okay? I need y'all to see this because I don't believe this, but
Is this gonna make me laugh?
the Street Fighter 6 logo is $80 on Adobe stock site.
You're kidding.
Excuse me?
I was joking.
No way.
I was joking.
Wait a minute, hold on. When was this uploaded? When was this created?
Let me check right now.
Check the date.
HD,
This is
I was
uploaded.
joking.
I gotta see the release date for this. Where is the date
No.
for this? It doesn't show a date.
I was
There's
just
no way, man.
all I did was say it's an NFT. Did we just create an NFT?
I don't see a date for this, buddy. Where do you go to see a date? There's no date, but it exists. There you go.
The problem is it's an Adobe stock. This is Adobe stock logo.
Thanks a lot, Tyrone. Now we have another NFT in the world.
I didn't mean to.
Look what you did, Tyrone. You're
God
like that.
damn
You're like
it.
that meme image where it's like the woman with the ball, the gift of prophecy, and
Yeah.
you're hitting kids with the mean jokes and shit.
God damn it.
This
No.
is okay. Listen, I'm seeing this myself personally. This is on the official website right here. It's
That's from Adobe.
No.
It's Adobe stock photo.
What the fuck? KG, buy it.
here. Look at all my amazing art pieces I just did right now. Clearly,
Yeah, you know what to do.
What the fuck?
Get it. Yeah.
No.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, look at that. There's a sci-fi convention in France that also happens to use the same logo as well. Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god, look at this one. This is an image that says meanwhile in China. And you see it right there. I'll post it on screen. This shit is from 2020.
Oh shit!
No way, bro. Oh my
From
god.
China, let's go.
God, I'm so happy that this exists, bro. I was not expecting this when I was gonna jump into all of this.
They fucking.
But I'm so glad, bro. Yeah, you know what? I'm excited for that brand new Silent Hill game that's gonna be coming out really soon, bro. It's gonna be great. It's gonna look at the official logo for it. It looks incredible, bro. Actually, somebody updated it. Somebody updated it. Hold on, I gotta post this one. just write Silent Hill on the name and that's
Hi,
God,
cereal.
it looks like something. It looks like a kiosk I'd see at a mall. I hate it.
Yeah, we're in like the neo future, boys. That's
Oh
what
my
we're
god. This,
graphic design's a lie.
oh,
Yeah, there's like fucking Lex Luthor fucking designed this shit.
Yeah. I've got you now, Superman. Silent Hill.
Look, somebody actually here's an edit somebody made of the logo. For it.
I'm gonna do a
This does look
review.
really good though.
Fucking
I'll show it on
Oh my
screen.
god. That actually looks kind of
See,
good.
that looks good.
Come
That
on.
shit looks good because
Ooh.
it's like the traditional kind of like the
Got the feel.
art.
It's got
Yeah,
the
it has
vibe.
Street Fighter feel. Yeah, it has the art, it has the motif, and the 6 looks good too. Because Street Fighter complete with the aliasing too.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you, Ty, for the gifted
This,
sub.
Thank you.
Why does it look like it's part of a script?
Yeah,
Scene one.
but seriously, I mean, it's got to be that logo with the with the aliasing and the fringing and the bloom and all that shit. The low resolution shit.
Yeah, keep it just like
and
that.
then you have to announce it on some random fucking bulletin board where you have to use a fucking 1200 baud modem to dial in. That's you gotta use it as a fucking message of the day on a bulletin board or some shit.
Oh my god. Oh shit, yeah, somebody did point this out.
Street Fighter 8 will be ASCII art or some shit.
I want the checkerboard background for when stuff is transparent, but it's not transparent. It's still checkerboarded around the borders.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to fit this back. I just realized I had that image on way longer than I had anyway. Jesus Christ, bro.
That's bad.
Man.
That's bad though.
$80, by the way, and it's legally yours.
$80. You can make your own Street Fighter logo.
Exactly. There you go, Jet. Just for you, just some exclusive tips right there. I saw that.
Wait, Kuro made some in Discord? What?
Yeah, look at the Discord chat in main hub. Oh my god, what the hell is this, bro? Oh, let me share this to everybody. What the hell is this? Why does this look so weird?
Is that anime language?
I don't know. I think it says Rose on the bottom. But the point of the matter is this shit looks exactly like Street Fighter.
I feel like I know what that is.
Oh, that's
the thing that's on Bede's back.
Yeah, that's like Chairman Rose's like logo or something like that.
Beats,
Microcosmos or
whatever.
Bede's
jacket has that. Yeah, because Pokemon Sword and Shield have a lot of logos actually.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of their game.
Because it's corporate branding of Pokemon.
Indeed. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Street Fighter logo. No.
I'm so happy with these logos people have made.
The cheapest logo that they ever had to create. Like,
pretty much. Because
because literally, it's like you download the image and then 10 minutes in Photoshop, and that's it.
That's it. And you just splash some little sprinkles here and there. Street Fighter 6. There you go. Oh, man. All right. So I'm going to go switch right on back. And there you go. I wasn't expecting that to go longer than I did, but I'm so happy we've been through this.
Season finale of Arthur aired today, too.
Yes.
Oh, man. Shout out
Series
to the
finale,
homie.
Yeah. Did you know, by the way, fun fact, some people might not know this, but they actually got the first voice of Arthur to come back and voice the adult version of him.
Right.
Well, he's actually been with the show since.
Yeah, he never left, but he left playing the role of Arthur at least until this final episode when he came back.
Arthur also became an Arthur, didn't he?
Yeah, he became an author.
Wow.
And you wouldn't believe who was responsible for it.
So if you read a book made by Arthur, it's going to be by Arthur Reed?
Yes. Yeah. Now, a little fun fact as well, if you watch the episode, which by the way is available on YouTube. They actually have the full episode there. So you can go and check it out for yourself. It is a really nice little way, because I thought this show was just going to end and that's it. Like, it wasn't going to get a proper conclusion. But the fact that they went out of their way to give it a proper ending, I think is a really beautiful thing to see. Yeah. But the fact that really made it more beautiful is the thing that they incorporated at the end. And that was that the author of Arthur, Mark Brown, actually was in this final episode. And he was the one responsible for giving adult Arthur the chance to create his own series, Arthur, in visual novel form or visual book form, whatever it's called that they said. But the point of the matter is...
graphic novel.
Yeah, and the graphic novel. But the coolest thing at the end was when he opens up the book and you see him talking about him getting his glasses. Those shots that you see in that book are literally... the same
episode
ones
1
from the first episode of the series,
which are based off the book.
Which is based off the book. That is such a
hold on. Let's break this down for a second. An author gave Arthur the book so that he could become an author. So the author is Arthur Reed, and the book has him, Arthur, looking at the first episode of Arthur, where it's a book based off the book Arthur, made by the author. Ah,
Yes.
Yes.
my brain hurts.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister
I
right
just
there.
want like the 404 error thing. Boom. Boom.
Well, it's like it's like him being his own MC Escher, you know. It's like all this shit, but no, but also it's funny to consider because, Muffy, Francine, Binky, and Buster's voices have not changed since the very beginning.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they recorded the finale in 2019.
Yeah,
And
you could even see it on the credits at the end. It says 2019.
let's put this into perspective. When Buster's voice actress, I think it's Danny Brochu, that's his name. When he started, he was already 25 years old. So
Jesus
that means
Christ.
yeah. So when the show ended, he was like 48, 49.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
49 years old, and he still sounded the same.
And nobody suspected a thing. It's
Damn,
like it's.
Buster.
But no, they all did an absolute incredible job. I'm very happy with that, though, as you know, seeing them all play again for one final shot, hearing the opening song as well for one last time.
Yeah.
Ah, God, it was just a joyous and emotional kind of farewell, because this is another book that we have to now officially give closure to. In fact, I almost forgot to share this as well. But Mark Brown did, in fact, create a final drawing to share with the finale of the series. So I'll go and share that on stream right now. It is a beautiful piece. You know, like those anime shots when
Oh,
they
man.
walk away into the distance and all that? Like that shot right there is pretty much
Oh,
that.
it's the book.
It's such a beautiful thing. You see Pal, you see Arthur D.W. there as they head off to their next adventure right there. It's a beautiful.
What's actually really funny is that there's not too many American television shows that actually had a theme song that lasted like just for so long. One, Arthur is one. Price is Right was the other because they had the same theme song from 1972 until 2007, and then they had the updated version that came out when Drew Carey took over. But considering that the only thing that changed with this intro is the fact that they went HD, and that was it. Every shot by shot, the intro was exactly the same for 25 years.
And nobody asked to change whatsoever about it, because you can't change what I consider perfection, man. That's just an opening that just cannot be touched by any form of media. No matter how hard you try, that will always stay true till the very end. That is a beautiful opening piece.
Let's also put this in perspective. When Arthur started airing, I was 8 years old. I'm almost 34.
25 years, man. 25 years come and gone just like that. But it is sad to see it finally. Well, no, actually, no. You know what? It is kind of happy to see it go the way it did, because they actually acknowledged its existence and even gave it a satisfying and proper finale. So, I mean,
Yes.
that's the most important part right there.
No, the Arthur theme is not in 4x3. When they updated the HD, and especially in the last episode, they legitimately reanimated it in 16:9.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you watch it on
Shot
YouTube,
by
they have
shot.
the straight up opening right there. You'll see it right there.
Yeah, shot by shot. It was upscaled. No, it was reanimated.
And they
because
were
you see
very
the fourth-
faithful,
the sixth-
absolutely
yeah.
faithful to it.
Yeah, because if you look at it's proper 16:9. It's proper aspect. It's proper. It's in proper frame. It's not like it's not like it's letterboxed or anything like that. Cropped. It's actually reanimated.
Mm-hmm. So, all right then, chat. What do you say we go and wrap things up for tonight with one final thing to talk about then? Because we still got a little bit of time left, and we do have to go and share our inputs on this episode of JN. But because we had a lot of things to talk about beforehand, we decided to save this for the very end. So, ladies and gents, let us get ourselves right and ready then to go and jump into the final thing for tonight. And that is going to be this week's episode of PM 2019. So let me go and read the summary real quick, and then we will continue from there. All right, so it states, Ash, Go, and Chloe have visited a Pokemon circus where two performers use their Pokemon to put on performances, with one of them loving fire types and the other electric types. They intend to evolve their Eevee before their performance. However, an accident, for once not caused by Grookey, means that the Eevee evolve into the other performer's preferred Pokemon. Will they be able to continue the performance as planned? So let's discuss. Here's my quickie on this. I like the concept. I was not a fan of the execution. I'm gonna be real with you. I loved the fact that like the characters found themselves in this pickle of a situation, but I just did not like in terms of character designs, they're great. They look nice. It looks like Team Mallow or whatever people call it, because she does look nice. I think her name is Hanukkah. But point is, like, I love their character designs, but I'm not a fan of their character personality, especially with the way that the story was trying to kind of showcase like this growth in character. This was an issue that I ran into with the Ice Queen episode, where it was a concept that by in itself is something that really is one that they could address and tackle upon. And I think they did okay in that episode. But here, it just felt forced. It felt very unnatural in my eyes, and it felt like I just couldn't enjoy the characters after the end of this episode. Like, I never want to see the circus again. The only good thing that came out of it was the fact that that dude who keeps showing up in almost every single goddamn thing we find ourselves in, whether he's he's some kind of person that works on archaeology and stuff and whatnot. Like, he apparently shows back up in this episode again, but he says, now, this time I am a circus performer or something. And I'm like, how does this dude have access? Is this the same dude? Is this a different dude? I don't know. No, they never address it. So it's just somebody. But yeah, overall, I wasn't a fan of this episode. Cool concept, poor execution. Characters could not find myself attached to. So that's going to be my input on it. But Zach, I know you already shared your review on this, but if there's something else that you might not have added in that review that maybe you just want to add and elaborate a little bit more, this would be a wonderful opportunity for you to go and take that chance if you'd like to, of course.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said in my review, I feel like I enjoyed the premise of the episode for the most part. I just feel like the main characters, they didn't really need to be there. Like, I feel like they don't really contribute at all. Like, the whole, like, I guess turning point is when, like, Flareon and Jolteon end up, like, working together, and then it's supposed to be like, oh, wow, you know, that helps the trainers get along and then realize and compromise. But it's like, all Chloe really does is just come, hey, look over here, look what your Pokemon are doing, and then that's it. That's literally all she really does. And what annoys me is that, like, this is meant to be a quote-unquote Chloe-focused episode because it's an evolution-focused episode, but it's like she doesn't really do anything. She's just there to just watch the evolutions. She's just in the background watching until she has like this one line, and then they gave her a chance to perform, which is annoying because what I don't like about Chloe now is like she's pretty much evolved into like this character that specifically she solely exists just to look at evolutions. Like, it just feels like that's her character trait. She just likes evolutions. She wants to see evolutions. And it's like her whole thing was that she's trying to figure out a goal, and it doesn't even feel like that anymore. Like, I kind of got that vibe as well from the Erica episode. It was more of a go episode.
She's running out of easy episodes.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, because there's a Leafeon, all right, here, let's bring Chloe. And it felt like this one as well. Like, the whole circus setup, it was Ash and Go. They won like a lottery or something. And then Chloe's just here, oh, I just want to check out the evolutions. And it was weird. So yeah, like, I feel like if they didn't focus on the whole, like, I feel like if Chloe wasn't in the episode, because there've been episodes where she's not there, I feel like it would have been fine, even if Ash and Go weren't there either. It's like, I like the whole thing, because I think it's really funny, like, you know, they both were, you know, hyping up the evolutions they wanted, and then, oh, crap, they switched, you know what I mean? It could have been, but, like, I just feel like it could have been executed a bit better. And another thing I also want to mention really quick, a lot of people online have been hyping up, I made a tweet about this, but a lot of people were like, oh my god, you're just not going to mention the fact that Go's Grookey used a move? I'm like, what? Like, that's not a good thing. Like, I'm not going to be excited because he used a move. Like, that's a bad thing. Why did it take him so long to do that? And it, like, he didn't even really, like, it really contributed nothing. He just used the move to, like, to help Go perform, which I actually did like that little segment. I feel like Ash and Go looked pretty cool there, and I like that. But it was like, that's really nothing, you know what I mean? But I'll pass it off to whoever goes next.
All right, we'll pass this one to Tyrone then. Tyrone, if you'd like to share a quick input on this episode, go right ahead. Buddy.
Okay. Forced was probably the best word you described, KG, for this, because, like, the idea, I want to point out something. The idea was always a good idea in terms of what's happening. Eevee's a Pokemon with many evolutions. So it's very common, whether you misclick train it at the wrong time of day, or train it without remembering to teach it a fairy move or something, that you will, and especially the way the rules have changed with Eevee a lot through games, it's very, very, very common for people to evolve Eevee into the wrong evolution. Like, that is a problem that is pretty consistent enough to actually bring up in an anime. And I'm glad they decided to tackle it. Because the thing with Pokemon evolution is that it's irreversible. You can't stop it. And they even try to reverse it by putting the right stone on the right evolution, but it doesn't work. And they don't really linger on it enough for me to care that it's irreversible. They do it as like, oh, they can't turn back, and then they're done. But the forced part, going back to that, it's these, you guys call these guys characters, but that would imply that they're people with personalities and traits. These aren't characters, they're caricatures. Parodies of what people are expected to be for the sake of the writing of the plot. They even introduce themselves as that. The lady goes, oh, look at me. I'm the fire trainer. I like fire Pokemon. I have an Eevee. I hope that it turns into the fire type. I sure hate electric types. And then here's the electric guy going, I'm the electric guy. I sure love electric. I sure hope my Eevee doesn't turn into a fire type. And then they hold their stones literally right next to each other and go, whoops, and then, like, they evolve. And it's just, all of it feels so ham-fisted. Like, it's not natural at all. I made this up while watching it. I would have preferred if they had got, like, they got the same bags, because they're gymnastics. They do trapeze, so they got to have some bags that hold, like, their clothes and all their equipment. I would have preferred because they said some of their friends delivered the stone to them. I would have preferred if they put their bags down in opposite ones, and the Eevees went off while they were arguing and started scrummaging in the bags, and they went in the wrong bag and touched the wrong damn stones. Boom, simple solution right there. It's not forced. It's not this crazy, oh, our stones are accidentally touching the wrong Eevees. No, who would have saw this forsaken slapstick use of comedy? No, and it's just the Eevees had freaking cute Eevee moments, and they accidentally wound up hitting the wrong stones. The idea where they try to switch, but their partners their bond is too attached to their original Eevee, so they're not working right as a team. I like that. Unfortunately, the show doesn't want to use it for real. It takes, Zach, I think you said it, they're not needed because the Eevees literally take it upon themselves to switch it up. They're the ones that make the decision to do the performance correctly, not Electric Trainer and Fire Trainer. I can't remember their names. I'm not even going to try. Yeah, they're the ones that choose to make that decision. They're the ones advancing the plot. If not, then these two would still be in disagreement. And none of it's done correct. It almost feels like everything was rushed for the sake of us getting that last minute performance and have them having the issue. Like, the conflict felt like it was very short-lived. Like, it couldn't stay long enough to be a real conflict, so instead we have to zoom straight to the resolution so we can get the damn performance started. It's cramming so much of that in one episode, it feels uncomfortable. I like the music. The music was good. The music was really good. But that's not the episode. So, I mean, it's part of the episode, but it's not the episode. So, the plot in and of itself is just sort of like and so Koharu met another pair of Eevees. Also, she got 2 stones that she's not going to use. The end. And it's just, okay, whatever. Like, I don't know, I give it about a 4, like a 4 or a 5. It literally just exists.
Okay, and then of course we'll wrap it up with TSS. TSS, what is your input on this week's episode then?
I actually enjoyed the concept because this is actually like one of those things I like when episodes tackle real life problems, because it's like, listen, you have 2 of these trainers that, by the way, so I noticed this as well. The trainers' names are Honoka and Billy, but they're actually puns. because Hono is fire type trainer. Biddy is like beady, which is kind of like electric shock, the feeling of electric shock. So I did like that. Also, the character's name for here is Zacho, which means chairman, which is like they're doing kind of like sort of like a Don George thing. They're just like different people, but they're like the same shit. Dasho, because the first one was Dancho, which means leader, and Kancho, which was that that was the explorer, and the other one was the director of the directory, Kancho. So we have that.
Real quick, wasn't the Pokemon like supposed to be food puns off of curry and lime?
No, it's Karen.
Karen
and lime. Karen and lime.
Okay, I thought it was like okay.
No,
I thought it was
no. That would be kare. It wasn't curry. It was Karen.
I thought it was curry. Yeah, like curry is like the spicy.
No, it's
fire,
Karen.
And lime is like the thunder, which is sour.
So it's Karen. So the concept of it actually is pretty good. I mean, you have these two people bickering that their shit is better, and all of a sudden, then whoops, there we go. Evolution happens. They're not the ones. They're not the right ones, and then we can't go back. It's like it's like a snafu situation. Situation normal, all fucked up. They can't revert. They can't go back. So now they have to deal with it, and then what ends up happening is it causes like kind of disorientation and depression and all this crap. But then it's like Koharu Zibi just comes up and does copycat of the moves. And then we kind of get like, okay, maybe we should work together. And because those two trainers are fucking bickering the fuck, and then now it takes those evolutions to freaking get their squabbles away and resolve the thing. I think more like, yeah, you could definitely say that the trainers weren't needed, but it needed to happen because the way that they wanted to have like a life lesson in here, and I understand why they're doing this. Because again, it's supposed to be like an example. These kind of episodes are kind of like real life examples, like the last episode with the Slowpoke. It's kind of like a Marco Polo history lesson. This time it's okay. This is what happens when shit gets fucked up, and there's no going back, and now you have to adapt to what you have. But what I did like though was Honoka and Billy changing costumes during the actual performance. I actually did like the nod to that. It's like, okay, now we're going to use the other Pokemon, the other type of Pokemon that you didn't want it to still be, and work together. Let them work together and then finish its own. So it's like resolve the plot for those two, and they work together, and they perform this wonderful fireworks show at the end. So. Yes, I mean, I say what you want. It's the plot in and of itself. The ideas are there. Of course, the resolution is too fast, but that's what happens when you have an episodic series. However, though, it did entertain me, and I did like I said, I got the references. I did like, Eevee showing its prowess because Koharu's Eevee has to be OP as fuck to show, to kind of be like the glue together to have the resolution happen in this episode. And also the music. I did like the fact that they use like Disagreement and the other one where it's like the I forget the name of the track, but it's when Go holds up, Pokedex, and freaking Marina Icolts gets her $10 again. It's showing off the Dex entries, and it's the background music that you hear, like the plinking shit and the whistles and all that shit. I like that. Also, we get one of the new Hayashi tracks in here. Once again, it's the music. Once again, the musical mixing. Masui Mima, great shit, and Hayashi as well. So, and then they give Koharu the evolution stones, but it's like, well, we know it's not going to happen, but at least it's a symbolic thing saying, okay, we did those two Eevee, now we did those two evolutions next. But with that being said, I did enjoy it. 8.6.
Alrighty then. There we go,
ladies. You didn't give a score, KG.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was gonna say 4, so there you go, 4.
4.
I mentioned, good concepts, good ideas,
bad execution.
good things, bad execution.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I can't deny I love Honoka's design so much, so I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Hanukkah, yeah.
Green hair
Yeah,
chicks always get to.
yeah.
Yeah, if I want to go for some extra shit, I will say these are. This is gonna sound weird, but I'll say it. Out of all the visuals we've seen of Jolteon and Flareon, I will say these are the most personalities we've gotten out of them.
Yes.
Usually,
Yeah.
Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon, and all the other Eevees are usually sort of standing in a line going, look at all the Eevee we got. But here, we actually see them sad, we see them happy, we see them pouty. Like, I'm legitimately surprised at the amount of expressions that Jolteon can do, more specifically. Flareon, I like Flareon, but I've always associated Flareon as the closest one to look like Eevee out of all the Eevee
It's just a bigger Eevee.
yeah,
and
it's a
red.
bigger, redder Eevee.
Also, yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I've always so that one's not hard to cutify, but Jolteon, like you can see its quills go down when it gets sad and stuff.
Also, we haven't even really seen a female Jolteon. Isn't that fun? Isn't that
Yeah.
fun to see? Yeah.
They're
I mean,
always
yeah.
just mean mugging when you see a
Yeah,
Jolteon.
yeah, they're
It's like
always
the edgy
just-
one.
They're always just
Yeah.
male and they're usually just very spiky. So it's kind of
Yeah. It's like the freaking the short the movie 13 short where it's like which is like the what I'd like to call the technical foul Jolteon
I mean,
where
yeah,
freaking Oshawott freaking
and I
heals
know
up on it and stuff.
and I know Pokemon sizes are inconsistent as hell in anime, but I don't know about you guys, but this Jolteon seems smaller to me than most Jolteons. Maybe because it just evolved. Who knows?
Yeah, but maybe it's just a stylistic choice. Maybe it's just showing that there's different sizes.
because
Pokemon
the
have
writer-
different sizes. Yeah.
The artist didn't want to draw more Jolteon, so they just made it
That's
small.
what it is.
Yeah, really.
All
But
right.
no, but yeah, I mean that's my side comment, but it doesn't help
Yeah,
the
that's all right.
episode score. It's
Yeah.
still a 4 to me because unfortunately, that beginning part where they brag about what trainers they are, that really hurts it. Like, lady, we know you're the fire trainer. You're wearing freaking red. Don't tell us. Just do your thing and then.
But
look
Tyrone,
fine.
she has green hair.
I don't give a shit.
Someone might think she's a grass type trainer.
Oh my god! Right, Ash, advanced generations, Ash.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Also the fact with Flareon with the fucking hat, I love that.
Yes, I love the top hat. Beautiful little thing.
The top hat, yeah, and you see that they still have their attachments on them. So you have the Flareon with the hat and the freaking the bow on the kind of pin. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that kind of thing. So yeah.
All right then. So let's go and wrap things up then for tonight. Why don't we?
So next week.
All right. So with this upcoming session, ladies and gents, we are going to wrap things up for the PokePod. And I want to thank everybody so much for joining us here tonight. I also want to thank our guest of the week here. Thank you so much, Zach, for joining us here for this
Thank you,
session.
Zach.
Hope you
Appreciate it.
had a fun one with us here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. If you want to just give an opportunity right now, to go and share where people can find you, if they have yet to do so, this would be a great chance to do so as well.
Yeah, for sure. You can find me on YouTube at Lumiose Trainer Zach, and then on Twitter at Zactoshi with 2 I's, not 1. Instagram at Zactoshi, and then also you can also follow me on Twitch, Zactoshi as well. I'm gonna be streaming next month. I'm gonna start some new fun stuff, so join me on this new adventure I am trying out.
Nice, man. Looking forward to that. And once again, I want to also give a massive thank you to our buddy Sergi for creating the art piece as well that we showed off earlier before. Thank you to that. And I hope everybody also enjoyed it.
Follow him at Sergi_Romero.
Indeed. So make sure to follow him on Twitter. Definitely a great lad, and definitely would love for you guys to go and share your love and support for his work piece, because he's been doing a lot for all of us here. So and still more things behind the scenes that you haven't seen yet as well. So I mean, look forward to what's coming. Now, things to plan for this week. I want to give you all an update. Tomorrow, none of us are going to be streaming. Just to give a heads up on that right now. Normally on Tuesdays, we tend to stream Pokemon Legends Arceus. And unfortunately, we are not going to be doing that for this upcoming Tuesday. So I just want to keep you guys up to date on that bit right there. So there you go. Wednesday, obviously, we'll return back to doing our usual shenanigans. So here on my channel anyway. So make sure to tune in for that. And Thursday, we're going to do multiplayer game night. Tyrone, what was the choice this Or who's the one for this week?
Terrell's picking, and he picked Smash Brothers.
All right, so ladies and gents, we're going to be doing Smash Brothers for Thursday, so tune in for that. And then, of course, wrapping things up on Friday for Reaction Night with the latest episode of PM 2019. So look forward to that here on my channel. Tyrone, what about you? What's happening with you, buddy?
Okay, so no stream Tuesday, like you stated. And then on Wednesday, we're finishing up. Since it's February, we're finishing up Love Cubed. Because that originally was our Valentine's stream, is the visual novel Love Cubed. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that up. And then obviously Thursday, like you said, we're doing Smash Brothers. And then Sunday, no more Persona 5 Royal. We're done with that. So instead, we'll be doing Final Fantasy X. We'll be jumping into Final Fantasy X. That's our new RPG for Sunday. Also Saturday for the Poke Roundtable. I'm going to go back and complete the rest of that tier list. The guys and I will be doing a tier list of the anime Poke women. I make sure to say women. I don't pick the girls because I don't want cancel culture. But we're going to be ranking all of the anime Pokemon women. And if you want to join Zach, you can.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
Hey, you wanna rank some women before you get
rank some women, yeah.
Before you get married, I see no other way to get married than to rank a bunch of fictional women. Like screams take me for the rest of your life.
Bachelor stream. Let's go.
You know what? Can I steal that? I love that. That sounds awesome.
Take it.
Yes,
We all dressed up in suit and tie for this occasion.
Yes, the bachelors are choosing, boy. Let's go. All right, so yeah, that's the plans for this week.
All right, and what about you, TSS? What's the wrapping up with you? What you got planned for this week?
All right,
hold on, wait, TSS, hold up. Somebody just asked when the round table was. I'm sorry, the round table will be at 2 Central Time, which is 3 Eastern Time, on Saturday PM. Go ahead, TSS.
All right, so Persona 3 Fest Undubbed Part 35 coming up Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel. So we defeated Nyx, and we are in the last stages of the journey for Persona 3 Fest, and we're going to get to the answer in the same stream. So it's probably going to be about the first 20 minutes are going to be cutscenes and other crap, and then we're going to go right into the answer, which is another 30 hours. And for Saturday, we have Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the PS4 Part 5, where we're going to continue on our way. We are at, I believe, it wasn't Atlantis. It was the other one. It was, what was it? It was, was it Atlantis? Hold on one second. It's Neverland. We're going to go to Neverland on that. So Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And we're having a great time. So come and join us.
Oh yeah, and for Terrell, he's going to be streaming at the end of that Saturday, Kingdom Hearts DOS. So make sure it's going to be Kingdom Hearts Day overall. So
because the Insane Game Freak Terrell, he's going to be doing he is doing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix 100% Proud Mode run.
Yeah.
And that's going to be also Part 5, and that's at 10 p.m. Eastern on his channel, The Insane Game Freak.
Indeed. We always out here doing our best to promote our buddies too. So, all right. I'm noticing I'm dropping frames right now. This is going to be the perfect opportunity for me to go and wrap things up. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us here tonight for the PokePod World Podcast. If you guys enjoyed and are new here, make sure to follow. Make sure to go and follow our homies as well here on this channel. Tyrone, TSS, Zach Toshi as well over on his Twitter and his upcoming Twitch as well that he's going to be having soon. Make sure to stick around for that. When it arrives, we'll let you guys know as well. And lots of fun happening within this week, and we hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you. We'll see you guys again on Wednesday, but in the meantime though, rest easy, have yourself a fantastic week. We'll talk with all of you lovelies later in whatever video we make. And TSS, what is the magic word you always end things off with?
Wash your fucking hands.
There you go, ladies and gents. Make sure to go do that. All right, now we're going to go and call it a night. Thanks again to everyone here. Thanks again to Zach for joining us here.
Thank you, Zach.
We'll speak with all of you lovelies later then. Bye, everybody. Have yourselves a good night now.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.